Welcome to Kendi's Kitchen.
We're representing gender roles through cookies. To start off making the cookies, we're going to begin with the base. Each part of the base represents an aspect of what it means to be a person.
First, the flour will represent having the correct biological makeup of a person.
Next, the baking soda will represent having free will as a person.
Then the salt will represent having unique personality.
The butter will represent how each person is able to be part of a community.
The granulated sugar represents having morals and values.
The brown sugar represents how, as people, we are able to express emotion.
Then the vanilla extract provides an agency to define social norms.
And finally, the eggs represent being able as a person to have a fluid understanding of what's around you.
For our first cookie, we are going to be discussing Kendi's take on the male gender role. We will be representing this with a blue cookie.
So one of Kendi's key ideas is that men should not allow women to have a voice in religion, and he reinforces this through his sharing of his own experiences.
He also says that real men will reinforce roles within the household by making money for the family and being well educated.
Finally, male dominance in a relationship is also a key idea that he presents through experience, and he also says that a real man will reinforce the notion of being a strong, independent man, and also he does this by degrading and demanding the submission of the female race.
To represent Kendi's take on the female gender roles in society, we have chosen a pink cookie. Kendi says that the women should not be educated and should enforce gender norms, that women should conform to male dominance and obey male figureheads.
So, roles within the household for women include cooking, cleaning, and providing children for the male. And all of Kendi's ideas have come from his early childhood experience and some of the experiences that are described within the novel. So in contrast, Kendi also talks about how women also are powerful beings and have the ability to spearhead movements such as feminism. And another point he also emphasizes is how feminism and the idea of anti-racism go hand in hand. And to truly be anti-racist is to also be feminist. And we represented this in our cookie with rainbow sprinkles.
For our third cookie, we are going to be discussing male gender norms in our society. We start by determining them as self-determination and determining your own sexuality. Men are typically highly educated, professional, strong, confident, independent. They also have a strong career to support their family and participate in fluid masculinity.
In addition to those adjectives, we also believe that men commonly believe that they are entitled to power. Secondly, we also came up with the idea that masculine culture discourages support systems, and as a result of this, men are often forced to suffer in isolation. Thirdly, we decided that party culture such as drinking and drugs become a coping mechanism for young men to grapple with feelings of isolation as a result of there being no support systems.
For our fourth cookie, we are going to be defining female gender norms in our society. For starters, there must be a strong and healthy mindset and appearance to women to appeal to men. There also must be a maternal and caring instinct amongst all women in order to provide a caring and feminine outlook. Women are typically coordinated with their time management and are easily able to multitask.
Secondly, for our interpretation, we also believe that women should be able to care for the family, but also be able to care for themselves effectively and be socially adept, meaning they have to maintain a social life, whether it's healthy or not, it has to be appealing to others.
Now Celia and I will be sharing what our own views on our roles in society are. To me, my perception of being a woman has been altered because I live in a single-parent household. From that, I have learned how to live obtaining gender norms from both genders. I know that women can be very strong figureheads in households and in society that can also be gentle and caring. I'm aware of the beauty standards because of my community that I live in and the posts I see on social media that create a gender norm for women.
In my life, gender has been shaped in multiple ways. I believe that my experiences have played the largest role in shaping how I understand gender. By being raised in a liberal household, it has forced me to see gender in multiple ways and allowed me to see a fluid model of gender. Also, because I was raised with a brother, I believe that I was able to see a dual side of gender and the roles that they both play. By seeing both sides of gender roles, male and female, I believe that I was able to clearly see the hierarchy created and the structure between them. Secondly, by the courses I take in school, such as anthropology, I was able to see a cultural aspect of gender and how culture plays a large role in shaping gender. Finally, as a woman, I believe that I have a job to be appealing at all times, and I have to work a little bit harder to make my voice heard in settings of large people.